$16,000 that I saved up, are they giving you the keys to the house?
No.
Not likely. They're going to say, go to the bank and get the rest. Now, they know what they want for the house. You know what they want for the house. So you know what you're going to ask the bank for. But a lot of times people go into the bank and they say, I need to borrow this, and the bank says, no, you can only afford to pay this back. So the assumption here is the bank is going to finance 100% of what's left over. So they're not going to come up short. The bank isn't going to tell them, oh, I'm sorry, you needed $180,000 and you got 16, we're only going to give you $100,000, you have to find the rest from someplace else. They're not doing that. They're financing 100%. So what's the bank giving them? Where does this $16,000 go? It's a down payment. And is there any place in the TVM solver for a down payment? The TVM solver cannot go on present value if this is a loan, because then you're saying, I'm borrowing $16,000. It's not quite what's going on. And it surely doesn't go at FV, because if it's a loan, you surely don't want to say, I still got $16,000 to owe, so it's not part of the TVM solver at all. In fact, it's not part of the first part of the problem at all. You went to the bank and said, I need a loan. And they said, great, this is what you have to repay. What do you have to repay? $720 every month for 12 payments every year for 30 years, 360 payments. And the bank says, for us to give you that money, it's going to cost you 4.75, and we expect you to pay this off compounded monthly, and we expect it just to be paid off in 30 years. So in 30 years from now, we expect your outstanding balance to be 0. Here's where we're going back to solve. 4.25. I thought someone said 7.5. So not only is my thinking bad, but my hearing is bad. My wife will attest to that. I have selective hearing. So is this enough information for you to figure out what the bank's going to loan you?
Yes.
Okay, so TVM solver. But I'm telling you, the big mistake with this problem is people try to wedge that $16,000 into one of the two places, PV or FV, and it doesn't belong to either place. So we're making 12 payments a year for 30 years. That'll verify you're getting 360. We're doing that at 4.25%. We're trying to figure out what our present value is, so I don't care what number's there. I'll just bypass that because I'm coming back to it later on. But I'm making payments of negative 720. I want a future value of 0, and I'm making 12 payments a year, so everything is good. I can afford the bank finances $146,359.34. Bank says, here's your check. Go to the closing and buy the house. You show up the closing, you sit down across the table from the homeowners and say, here's my check for $146,359.34, and they say, wait a minute, that's not what the house cost. No, they didn't change the price of the house, but didn't you have some money up front that you had to give them? So now you're going to add what you kicked in. You kicked in $16,000. So when you add those two figures together, won't that be the price of the house that you were asked to find? The house didn't cost $146,000, it cost more. So now we got that nice value written down already. We go back to our home screen and we take that $146,359.34 and we contribute our portion of it. So the price of the house was $162,359.34. $1,212.34. That would be the answer to the first question that they would ask you. And the second question then is going to be, when you pay this house off, how much of what you pay is going to be interest? You have to repay it, correct? How do you repay? With $720 every month for 30 years, correct? $720 every month for 30 years. So you repaid $259,200. But you only borrowed what? Not 162. You didn't borrow all of that, but that's a pretty common mistake. You only borrowed 146, 359, 34. So once again, the difference that you're looking at here is interest. So now we dismantle, we take that, and notice having to do that, how much I paid back. Well, actually, that's not on the screen. I didn't clear the screen off of here. So now I have my 146, 359, and change. You paid $112,840.66 in interest. Many people are now refinancing their houses. Instead of a 30-year term, because very few people buy a house and live in it for 30 years. They do it in a 15-year term. You'd think you would save money in a 15-year term. Well, hang on a second. I got just about a minute. If I did a 15-term loan, that'd be $180.